It's been a while since we've done Junkyard Adventures with Torythefanman, so I figured we would do a little bit of an episode, I guess. Or in the normal section where I always seem to end up, the Oldsmobile 98, the Cutlass Supreme, Coronado, two Cutlass Supremes, some Intrigues, and I think this is an Aurora. But we're not here for Oldsmobiles because I no longer own my Oldsmobile. But we got some cool Buicks too. We got this old Roadmaster. It's a 95. And then this one is a wagon. Some compresses. I don't know why I said compresses. This year would have had the Corvette motor, I believe. LT1 V8. There she is, in a random piece of plywood. The hood's not even attached, so yeah. I think that one probably has the same motor. And I got a few of the Sabres. Fun fact, I looked at this car a couple years ago when I was looking for another car. And yeah, they completely trashed it, but this thing was really nice when I looked at it. And it was a little bit lower miles, but still kind of low for what it is. You got the stuff hanging in there. This was honestly a really nice car before it ended up in the hands of whoever the heck ended up with it. Why does every Buick have these sunglasses? So it got parked. But yeah, this little Sabre that I almost bought a couple years ago. It's funny, there's a lot of the cars in here that I've looked at over the years. We have a Park Avenue. It's a 92 Park Avenue. So we're going to rock down to Buick Park Avenue. This one has 217,000 miles. It's actually pretty nice, surprisingly. I don't know if I can get the hood to pop. It might already be popped. But this was basically the Buick version of my Oldsmobile. Which, if you could find one of these that's supercharged, it's actually pretty cool. This one is not, though. This one's just the regular 3800 tune port engine. But yeah. It has the different coils. Mine had the newer coils. This has the older. I think this is the Magnavox kind. And they all seem to rust out there. And there. Typical C&H body stuff. Buick thing's cool. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, we'll get to that later. Here's an old Pinto. Yeah, it's a panel Pinto wagon that is completely rotted out, but still pretty cool. This is like, here's the shift boot. I'm guessing this was a manual transmission, but this thing is roached out. It has a big antenna on it. Dodge Rampage, some old Impalas over here. Buick Park Avenue. Fuel injection. There's actually another one over here. This one, I think is the one I pulled the radio for Brian Peterson out of. Yeah, there it is. This one's kind of ratted out too. You got the Riviera. It's pretty cool. I think this was front wheel drive. Because I believe this was based off the Oldsmobile Coronado. And then there's another Park Avenue. This one's in a little bit better shape. And I also took the radio out of this one for my car. This one had a sunroof, which was interesting. A lot of old CDs in there. Another Dodge Rampage. I think that's an old Impala. But yeah, we'll kind of continue on this tour, I guess. Another LeSabre. What's left of an old Dodge truck. Now this is an 86 Buick Century. This is the one right before they redesigned it with the curved back window. This one is the back windows type, like more like the Celebrity and the, well, they all had this originally. This one was more resemblance of a Celebrity. This is actually in pretty good shape too. This one, I want to say it has at least 100,000 miles on it. It still has the original radio. It's carbureted, well, fuel injected, because this was an Iron Duke car. You got your State Farm matches. It has crank windows. I kind of like this older door card style, but this one actually has the ball cooler. I like this gauge cluster, but it doesn't really have too much on it. This is a very low option car, I'm guessing. Yeah, 86 Buick Century. This thing's in good shape. Yeah. I like this body style. I don't like the older ones with the more flat front end. I like the ones that have the more angular kind of look like this. This one is the old Iron Duke. Same engine that they use in the mail trucks. And you got this old Dodge truck. What's left of one. And this is actually kind of cool. This is a Chevrolet Apache truck. I believe that's what this is. But it has a very, very short bed on it. If you look at it, it just looks funky. There's the inside. It's actually fairly solid. I'm surprised no one's tried to restore this because it's kind of cool. Then you got the Buick LeSabre with the freaking hot rod spoiler. And another Impala over here. Dodge Ram van. Conversion van. Ratted out Honda. There's actually a pile of Bronco 2s over there. Maybe we can go over there and look. Before we get to the Bronco 2s, I found this cool Subaru. It's a Subaru Brat. Oh, not a Brat. Oh, this is a Brat. This has been here a long time. But yeah, can't really get too much of it because someone threw a bumper here. Got some old Dodge trucks. You get to play the Junkyard climb. And climb over this one. The Chevy Beretta. Don't see many of these anymore. Always liked the Beretta. I actually wanted one of these for my first car. That did not happen, unfortunately. But yeah, there's the inside of the Beretta, if you can see it. Here's their Bronco 2s. There's 3 of them. These 2 are the older ones. That's like an 89 to 91, I believe. Or 90. Whenever they quit making the Bronco 2. And there's this older one. And there's this one. Looks like someone tried to custom paint it camo. But there's actually more cool stuff back here. This is the section of the yard I don't usually get to make it to. Figured since we were here, we would try to. The Geo Metro. The parts of Jelly Bean Fords. I think that's a Toyota van. Nobody cares about that. back here is what's cool, actually. This is a Geo Spectrum. This was what they had before the Metro. You don't see these much anymore, or at all. They were made by Isuzu, and this one smells awful. And there's a Corsica. I think that's an S10. I don't know, actually. That is not an S10. But yeah, this is a Chevy Spectrum. If you've never seen one of these, there you go. Now we get to make our way back. I figured we'd wrap it up here. This is the Bronco 2s. Hopefully nothing living in them. That could make it interesting. The inside of that one. This looks like an 89 or 90, how you want to say. It's a little bit newer than the other two. It has the newer frame. This has the older frame. They were based off the Ford frickin' Ranger. And these actually got recalled because they would, people would drive them and they would tip over and stuff. This one's probably mid-80s. Still has the old air conditioner in there. God only knows how long that's been in. So yeah, there's the Bronco 2. The Bronco 3. I hope you guys enjoyed and